just need to...
Alright, so this should be up. Yeah, let's get... Alright, so we're gonna be playing some LSD Dream Emulator. Haven't played that in a while. But... figured we'll play it a little bit since I don't really know what else to play. I think Earthbound's at a stopping point right now and I don't really feel like continuing it. Or at least continuing it right now. I'm not gonna freaking stop playing Earthbound, are you kidding me? But for right now, for today at least, I'm just gonna play some nice casual crap. And one of those things will be LSD Dream Emulator. So let's... I don't even know what day we're on. Frick, where is it? Here.
Fucking hell.
Okay, here we go.
Aurora?
Yeah? Let's,
I'm fucking Doom right now.
frick.
Just need to get it installed. Hang on. I don't have power.
Alright. Finally found the, controls. So we're on day 80. Holy crap.
Nice.
Oh. Wait a minute. Freaking...
What?
You gotta be kidding me. Yeah, we're currently in the void. Great, this is gonna be a short freaking dream.
Oh, that's nice.
Just start us off in the... Oh, we're walking on the void. Maybe we'll actually make it to
What's
land.
this glitch? It better be like corruption diarrhea.
Oh. We actually made it and didn't fall. I don't know how we did not fall. But, okay.
Diarrhea. This is completely intended.
Yeah. Well, actually, I think it is a glitch. Like, I don't think it's supposed to spawn you in the void like that. In fact, I believe most of that's a kill plane, but I guess there's a segment that they forgot to make a kill plane. This game can glitch, though. Let's see. I can't read any of that except for some of the hiragana. That's nice.
The glitched out, like, I imagine that the glitches in this game look just like the regular game.
Yeah, they look pretty normal. Basically, one of the biggest glitch that this game has, and the easiest one to pull off, for some reason the window here is a bit weird. That should be better. Was that like a weird ratio? Anyways, like, the easiest glitch for this game to pull off, and it does it by itself, is, if you play this game for too long without, you know, stopping and getting off of your PlayStation, it can cause... I believe what happens is that its memory, for some reason, starts pulling from unusual locations when it comes to textures. It eventually gets itself into, the title screen graphics. And so it starts freaking pulling the logo and using that as the texture. And that was the end of the dream. That was nice. Oh, and I believe that this may also be another glitch. Like that, the short dreams. because the emulator, basically every time I exit this game, it pauses the game. It doesn't necessarily turn it off. Oh, a text stream. Look at that. It pauses the game and doesn't, like, turn it off. It can also cause the dreams to either be really, really short or really, really long. And I don't know why it does that. I think that might be another memory issue of it. But it is interesting. But hold on here. I did this when I started playing this game. Whenever a text stream came up, I'd go on the wiki and search up the text dream and read the translated version, so I guess I'll do that. So let me go find this here. So, text dreams LSD dream later. Okay. Let's see, which one is this? I think they might be missing one or two of the dreams on the wiki, and I'm not sure why. But maybe that's changed. Let's see. It's not that one. It's not that. It's not that. Come on, where is it? Oh, here it is. Okay. This is called... So this stream is called Rabbit Entrails. Wednesday, October 4th, 1989. There were some rabbit entrails. Someone says that they are really nasty. I picture a rabbit being skinned and taken apart. Strangely, the image is not all that graphic, not a drop of blood spills. A concert without music, a play without actors. And, that's the stream. Let's just wait for this to pass. Come on. These things disappear on their own, so I have to wait for it to freaking leave. There we go. And by the way, I think I said this when I began playing this game, but I'll say it again. The text streams are all direct excerpts from the dream journal that this game is based on.
Mm-hmm.
Many of them are paraphrased, though, because some of them can get kind of long. I feel like it's a little bit quiet. There. Bright Moon Cottage.
This thing looks like the fucking Windows screen, like the maze screensaver.
Yeah, without the bricks. Speaking of LSD Dream Emulator, Mudahar, I think it was today he posted the video, but Mudahar of the Some Ordinary Gamers finally played another game by the creator of LSD Dream Emulator called Eastern Mind, Lost Souls of Tong No, and it was pretty hilarious.
Those fucking mountains to the right, to the left even.
Yeah. It's giant fish.
This look like some out of like there was that one Farlands map from a while back. You've probably seen it before.
Yeah.
And it looked exactly like that. There were mountains in the corner.
Noise music.
The little fucking the bit near the base where it's all rough.
Yeah. Frick, Greyman. Kill yourself. But yeah, Lunaher played, the PC game that actually came before, Eastern Mind came before this game.
Yeah.
And his reactions to it were hilarious, because it's a point-and-click game through and through. No real different than something like Myst. The only difference is that it's absolute freaking insanity. Like, it really makes no sense, and the visuals are insane. But, it's also pretty cool game. Like, if I figure out how to stream it, which I believe, the way he had to, play it was he had to run it on an OS X emulator. Like,
right.
One for Mac, but it was emulating old Mac, because, the program is for Macs. But yeah, you had to do it that way, so I guess I just have to emulate an older version of Mac and get the ROM on there.
I need to actually figure out how to do that. You're talking about the old PowerPC Macs, right?
Yeah, I believe so. Because if you try to run it, or at least, I think the first video I ever saw that showed gameplay of, Eastern Mind, they weren't running it on the proper setting, they were running it on, like, a current Mac, or at least current for the time of whenever the video was made.
Yeah.
And the frames, because, you know, old computers have lag and crap, you know, GIFs and stuff would go a lot slower. But, the thing is that on newer Macs, or at least the newer Macs that could play Eastern Mind, the frames would be so freaking messed up. Like, the pacing on the application was completely out of whack. Like, characters would be going 1,000,000 miles per second.
Are you talking about the really old Macs?
I do believe the really old Macs is what it was made for.
I have some fucking 90s Macs that were before OS X. It was just Mac OS.
Yeah. And, you know, Eastern Mind's an old game. I mean, LSD Drum Emulator's an old game, and Eastern Mind's older than that.
Yeah, they were probably... It was, that game before. I kinda wanna see...
Wait, see what? Oh, okay. Back in Kyoto. By the way, there's actually, some unused content in this game. I don't know if it's on the CTRF page. Like, I haven't checked that, though I think it is. But the wiki has, you know, a list for unused content as well, and, there's a couple of unused models in this game. They aren't really anything special or notable, but they are there. Like, let's see, I think one of them is an unused model of a dog. And another one is just an unused model of a, like, a human character or something. Not really anything notable. But, there are some unused stuff. Oh, we're back here, okay. There's the mountain man.
Niggers. Fuck it. I don't care anymore.
Let's see, is that the crystal? That is not the crystal, that's a flower. What the? Okay.
Let's do it the normal way. Doom words.
Penguin. Come
Spell
back.
of dude. This works.
Back in... Man, I freaking like it when you link to something and then you just go to a slightly different area of the same place you were in. It's great. Oh, nice. I haven't been to this place in a while. Monument. The freaking textures are back to being normal as ever. Let's see. The windmill. Back in Kyoto. Some, tall people. Really freaking tall people. Where's the, I think entrance. Let's just go through. Yeah, as I expected. Back to the fields. This weird blue fog. Just freaking link with the waterfall. This is definitely an example of a longer dream. A freaking pathetic short one. Bear. Still don't know what makes that splashing sound in the water. I think a whale appears there, but I don't think I've ever actually seen this alleged whale. Let's just, oh, moon! Let's run into that. Or at least try. I'm back in Violence District. Oh. hill. That way or that way? Seems legit. Oh yeah, I think I might have mentioned this before as well, but I have listened to this entire game's soundtrack before.
Yeah.
And it's honestly, depends if you like the current freaking, like, snare ultimate song that's going on right now. Otherwise you may not like the soundtrack since it's incredibly repetitive. It's just a leg. And a hand. And a dumpster. Alright. But yeah, the soundtrack's incredibly repetitive as you'd expect. But, there's some good ones. And also, apparently, there's a couple corrupted ones as well. Like, in the soundtrack rip, which, you can find the entire soundtrack to this game. Like, all of the patterns and crap. But apparently there's a couple missing because inside the game itself, there are a couple of patterns that never appear because they are corrupted. Which is pretty interesting.
Yeah.
That there's basically lost music inside the game itself. Because a couple of files got corrupted. Let's see. Just go across this boardwalk area.
Why do I even reply to the PADT thread?
I have no idea. This is one long freaking read. This keeps going on at, let's see, I think maybe after this stream... Oh, I think it's ending. No, that's not ending, it's just lanky. I think after the stream I'll switch over to, Pokemon Green.
Yeah.
And I think for Pokemon Green I get to use hacks for the first time. Because, if anyone remembers, there's this one dude, the last dude that you need to get before you get to, Bryce, or Kachila, as the game calls him. Like, the last dude you need to pass in order to get there resets your game. He doesn't, like, reset it, but he, puts you out on the title screen before you even finish talking to him.
Huh.
Or at least I think he did that. Either that or he just soft locks it. Regardless, he makes it impossible, and you have to beat him to open the door to get to the gym leader. So in other words, we gotta use wall hacks. Which shouldn't be too hard to find. The freaking sun is always going crazy in this game. Freaking... Oh, is that the music? There's like no music this time around. It's dead silence aside from ambient noises. Bird cages.
Oh, right.
Nothing. Nothing. Let's just run into the poster. Oh, okay. A long hallway.
Oh, it's this one.
Yeah, I actually have this to the background of my laptop. I have this, only I believe that the one that I have is one where someone's clipping out of the boundaries of this area somehow. So you can like see the top of the hallway. And I believe it's also the evil texture, or like the distorted texture or whatever.
Yeah.
It looks pretty cool. Whereas the background that I have on my Mac is, just a body line in blood. But the one I have on my Mac is a screenshot that I took from the game, which is just, on the pagoda, the shot of the moon. Like, I have that as the background, and I believe it's in the Logic's texture where everything's covered in kanji and hiragana.
Huh.
So yeah, the two computers that I have backgrounds from this game. It's just so background worthy.
Finale. Too bad it's just so low quality.
Yeah, you can't really get, like... If you wanted a background, you just have to settle with the jankiness of it.
Yeah.
Because even when you get up right close to the textures, they still are covered in pixels that you can just count. Fast music.
Or how that remake's going.
Oh, the LSD remake? I don't know. I haven't checked up on it in a while. I could probably do that, right now even. I want to check up on it after I finish this. Like, after this freaking long as frick dream ends, if it ends, I'll check up on it. Honestly, I think the remake itself, like the idea of the remake isn't bad, but I think they're doing some things kind of questionably, like, if you look at, like, the bit of the natural world, which is the name of this area, if you look at their screenshots and gameplay of it, the way they do the ground is a bit different. Like, here they just had a bunch of low polygons and raised the ground in a couple places. Just a bunch of triangle squares. But on the remake, they just kind of like took a shape of a square and set it there. I don't know how to describe it. It just doesn't look as, it somehow looks worse than the way they do it in this game, which is bizarre. But aside from that, the idea of remaking LSD Dream Emulator is not a bad idea. I just think some of their design choices are just kind of questionable. Then also, I feel like LSD Dream Emulator kinda works off its own jankiness. I mean, because you look at the game, it's low poly as frick. You don't even know what things are half the time. Like, it's just bizarre. But, if it's all high-res, then it's like, you know, why does it gotta look all polygonal and stuff now? could basically make it look as sharp and realistic as you want. You don't have to do the polygonal thing anymore. So I think if they were to completely remake it, they'd have to, like, update the models that they use for, like, the Gray Man to a significant degree.
This. Just need to get it in here.
Some high quality musics. Who the frick is that? It is Sailor Man, who disappears if you get too close to him. Then if you back away, he comes immediately back into view. It's so weird.
He just disappears.
Yeah, it's just like boop, no warning. Come on, is the stream ever gonna end? I think I'm just gonna do the cheap way and jump off one of these cliffs here. Some birds and a turtle.
The hell is this?
Small turtle that's face is like made out of rock texture. It's just sliding all into that sand. It's like cutting through it.
It'll be Friday. It's almost Friday.
Yeah. It's almost like countdown to freaking Christmas. I can't believe how much the time has flown.
Always. Damn, 52 attempts.
Come on, where's the clips? There they are. That's what I need. Alright, dream is finally end. Dream 84 is just not gonna happen. But, or at least right now. But, let me go check up on that. I believe it's called LSD Revamped.
I don't know what it's called.
Let's see. Yeah, here we go. Alright. Oh, man. Let's check the blog. Yeah. Let's see. Latest blog is, the 18th of October. So, kinda recent. Not so much, but a little bit. A lot of trial and error. Yeah, just a lot of questions.
Okay, now what?
Let's
See.
see.
Now I need to actually display.
Oh, the immerger's not working. The frick?
Nice.
Yeah. Information about. Yeah, other than that, it doesn't seem like it's had a whole lot of updates, really. Like, everything seems to be the same except for the blog.
Yeah.
So, I guess progress is snail's pace. But hey, they're not dead. So,
That's nice.
yeah.
That's always nice.
Yeah. It always sucks, even if it's like a fan game that you're not like 100% like excited for. It's always nice to see a fan game still going, just because you know, you see and hear so many stories about those things failing right flat on their face. So seeing one that's still alive, even if just barely so, is just good a thing as any. So I'm gonna stop the stream here. But I'll be back in a couple of minutes, and I'll be back with Pokemon Green number of I don't even freaking know. And we're gonna walk through walls and beat the gym. So yeah, just hold on for a second. I'll gonna start and stop the stream and be right back.